So today's topic is green is the new gold and the green entrepreneurship for Earth 2.0. So anybody want to know why I chose this topic or anybody want to know more about green entrepreneurship? Just say yes if you are looking for it. So Sujit has told yes. Great. Okay. So anybody tell me in one word what does green means to you? What does green mean to you? I have just put some few pictures over here and just wanted to know what does green really means to you. So then we can get into the topic. Something sustainable. Yes, Adish, you're right. Something sustainable. Anything else? Why is it only one person answering? Is there anybody else in the group or not? Everybody can answer it. It is just a common topic. It's not some technical terms or anything. So everybody wanted to be green, right? So what does really green mean to you guys? Okay, so I got only one answer, which is something sustainable. Okay. So sustainable itself means which is eco-friendly and which is recycle and which is like which doesn't harm any nature and which gives good, it is nature friendly and something like that, right? So why do we guys actually need green? Why do we actually need green? So do you guys know this picture? Have you seen this picture anywhere? So this is a famous picture actually. Anybody have seen this picture anywhere? The two pictures which I have put on the top. I think it's from Singapore. Yeah, that's right. That's a Singapore one. Yeah, very good. Antilia. No, it's not Antilia. It's a Singapore pic. Yeah, the first one was the right one. So it's a skyscraper. So if you see in Singapore, mostly all the buildings will have the skyscraper that is like a vertical greenhouse. So where they have the skyscraper around and across the building, so everywhere. So wherever you see, it would be on the green. And this vertical farming has been done everywhere in Singapore. It is highly promotable, and it is like every people inside an apartment also like to live green. So in if you see in India, it is highly impossible. They say it highly impossible, and they are trying to do it vertical farming, but it is not possible in our bridges also. So it is like it would take more effort. Every initiative should have an uh, say measure to be taken by an every individual. So then only it would work out. So and the government would be able to give you the measurements and everything, but in case if you would like to make the change, it should be you who has to take the first step ahead from your home. Then only you would be able to bring a green revolution actually. So this is a Singapore one where every apartment and the every household things like every street and area would be covered with this vertical green farming and the landscapes, which helps them to have more oxygen and pollution-free environment. So I want to show you like what we are currently first, and then I would go ahead with the real green entrepreneurship. So how it is really impacting in the market, and what are the job markets available, and what are the business markets like entrepreneurs where they can take a hands-on in the green entrepreneurship. Okay. So have you seen this extreme weather in your area recently? So these are the data which I have given, which we have in our 2024, which we gone through. Like if you see in Delhi heat wave, which was 49.9 degrees Celsius, there were people who died during this heat wave also. So why do you think this happens? What is the main reason? Anybody can unmute yourself and answer. It's like it's just me who's speaking in the webinar session. You can just unmute yourself. It is just less crowd, like 11 people, 11 participants, right? You can unmute yourself and answer. It would be happy. Like I can communicate. So have anybody of you seen extreme weather in your area recently? Like which is very hot or very cold, very rainy? something like that. So I do see like while you're logging in, I saw a few Chennai peoples out there, and where I was out to Chennai like 2 days back, and I felt after going from Coimbatore to Chennai, it is very, very hot in Chennai. How many of you agree that? Okay, so anybody in the meanwhile, you can just respond. Yeah, one person has responded global warming. Okay, so what do you really mean global warming? Okay, so if you want me to go ahead with the session, I will just run through the slide and I can have the insights with you. But the thing is, like, if it is interactive only, you would be able to get more points and it would be useful for you, and as well as I can give you more insights through that also. Okay. So otherwise, you will just go through the slide and it is not useful for you nor for me. So just tell me, how many of you have seen the extreme weather in your area recently? So who are all from Chennai? So just tell me who are all from Chennai. Just put Chennai, see, so I can see like Chennai, Coimbatore, locations, please. Where are you guys located? The people who are inside the webinar. Just type your location. Gudalur, yes. Adish is from Coimbatore. Good. So Sujit is from Gudalur. So how is the climate there, Sujish? Okay, I'm waiting for your type. You're typing. So Coimbatore is climate here is good, and it is not so hot. It is not too cold. It is mild. And day before yesterday, when I went to Chennai, it was too hot for me, and I fainted once. And I see like the climate in Chennai is very hot because when you come from Coimbatore in a milder climate, it was raining heavily 3 days back, and I went with the rain jerkin and everything. And once I went to Chennai, it was like so hot, and I just drove from Krompet to Gindi, and I got fainted already. And I just drank three juices on this travel. And this is seem to be like very like maybe Chennai can also have the heat wave happening, maybe slight sooner. How many of you agree with that? Like Chennai is going to be hotter than what we expect. Okay, Sujit, it's going Godalore is raining. Okay, great. So how many of you are telling heat wave would attack Chennai? Okay, so okay. So Pooja, where are you from, Pooja? Okay, might not because it's in a coastal region. Yes, that might be the
Hi,
reason.
ma'am. I'm from
Yes,
Kerala, ma'am.
Pooja, you're from Kerala.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
you reside in Kerala now, or in
Now I'm in
you're in
Coimbatore,
Kerala
ma'am.
right now?
No, ma'am, Coimbatore.
You're in Coimbatore.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
okay. So we are in a good climate right now, right?
Yes, ma'am. Sure. We are.
Yes, yes. So any people over here like they are like mixed group, right? Is all our student or professionals,
Oh, no,
entrepreneurs?
ma'am.
Is
Mixed, I
all
think, ma'am.
okay? Okay. Okay, others has put like might be not because it is in a coastal region. Okay, fine. Yeah, that happens. So the main thing I wanted to tell is we have extreme weather condition happening in Coimbatore, Chennai, or wherever you go. It is because of global warming, as you guys told, and as well as how polluted we make our city. Okay, and how polluted we make our house. So all these things matters, and that's the reason we are having this heat wave, extreme weather conditions, extreme cold, extreme flood, everything is seem to be extreme everywhere. And if you see in 2024 alone, we have around 150 plus uh, land crisis and 150 plus natural disasters have been happening in our earth. Okay, so altogether, if you put in it in our earth, it was around 150 disasters have been happening in this 2024. till today. So it is a huge lot of number if you compare to the 20th century or 19th century or 18th century which we were. It is a whole lot of very high number. The cause is it is not just because we are polluting, it is also because nobody is taking any action towards it. Only few people are taking action towards it, and that's the reason we are having a high number on this. So let's see the next one. So how we can, so why we are planning on to go green, it is not only just to save our earth, it is to save ourselves also. So it is actually not a trend to go green, it is actually to be a necessity, like we have to live with the go green concept where we can give something to our future society people. Okay, so as you see the numbers, like we have the kids inhaling the pollution around 10 plus cigarettes daily in the polluted city, and 70% of consumers prefer eco products. So nowadays we prefer eco products, but you really don't know how these eco products are brought. So there are some chemical composition into that eco products also. Okay, so that's the reason we are not getting back to our green. We are still into the polluted area only. So the consumables which we have are 70%, but the products which we are designing for, the entrepreneurs which we have, and the production units which we have is not of the biggest number. So if you see in the entrepreneurship scale, Go Green concept, there are just 15% of Go Green entrepreneurs for our 100% of people inside this earth. So 15% of entrepreneurs cannot survive, and then they cannot give you all eco-friendly products because it is of the higher, and the quality and the quantity is going to be a very big number. So that is the main reason. So just put me an answer over there. So which of these is the biggest daily climate contributor which you are seeing, like transport, fashion, electricity, food waste? Which is the biggest climate contributor which you face on your daily life? So we are speaking about the climate conditions, like the weather condition and other things. Which do you think is a daily contributor where it is affecting our earth? So the transport or the electricity or the fashion or the food waste, which is the highest? So the EPS transport, that is in the higher number. Yes, very good. Anybody else? Anybody else? Okay. So transport. So transport, yes, it plays a major role in climatic condition. Like we do go for EV vehicles. So do you know like how much percent of EV vehicles has been brought into our earth, and it is still on the working mode only. So before we reach or attain that period, so it will be 2030 where everybody will have an e-bike or an e-car, EV cars, where everybody are getting into an electricity mode. But still we have petrol and diesel vehicles available. If you see in the heavy load vehicles, they cannot go for the EV because of the push and pull matter. And so there would be petrol and diesel, but how we can reduce it is daily usage of vehicles that causes more pollution into the city or on our day-to-day life. So the transport plays a major role, that is right. And as well as electricity, if you see in electricity, the whatever we use through the electricity also, that also contributes to our climatic condition. So I do see nowadays there are many people changing into the eco-friendly manner where they can have the food, their education, and their day-to-day life with an eco-friendly split up, like inside their house itself. They have decomposable waste where they can use it for their plants, and they have the byproducts like um, neem, stick, and everything. So uh, it is like every day when you think of having this chemical type of products inside you, you have to understand. So that is not harmful for you. It is also harmful for the environment also, because it is anyhow going to the ground or to the earth, and it is not the recycling part, the waste material management and other things. I will tell you later how it works. Okay. how the entrepreneurship can play in the waste material management and everything, how the waste can be made into a wealth, and all these things I would teach you how we can do it. Okay, if anybody is really interested to get into a business concern, like if you want to create your own business module or anything, I would be able to give you the right set of informations where you can drop yourself there and hit on the entrepreneurship platform easily. Okay, so in fashion platform, it is like we know whatever we have in our fashion, like the clothing, the shoes, the accessories, the cosmetics which we wear, everything is made up of synthetic silicone, and everything is going to be of highly harmful for ourselves and for the earth, and as well as the food waste. So I think so. The biggest climate contributor is transport and fashion. And the waste material, if you think, the highest would be the food waste only. So if you think in your area itself, in the before time, you would have not seen those many shops. So, but if you see in Coimbatore itself nowadays, everywhere you go and stay, if you see in the Brookfields or any mall you go, you'll have like thousands of shops outside and as well as inside. So it is not only food products; it is of all products, like everything, cosmetics, dresses, everything, in and out. So if you see the Earth 3.0, how we want it to be, how we had and how we have right now and how we want it to be. So we are entering into these type of things only right now. What we are dreaming of is highly of technology and nature together, which we did not have it in the past. So now we are adding on the technology into it, which brings us more leisure, and as well as it gives us more freedom to do our work for ourselves. Like we can have a robot in our house, and they can do all their works, and we can just give the code, and they can communicate everything to the world. Like in a simple and a single click, it can do all the stuffs. So that is what we are trying to do right now, and we are trying to bring back the nature as we had before. But if you see, the real scenario is the entrepreneurship works in this way only, to bring back the real world what we had before. So entrepreneurship plays a major role in all the parts, like waste, water, energy, plastic, and everywhere. So every entrepreneur or every green entrepreneur who wants to be a green entrepreneur, like you can take clean tech, so like cybersecurity, which you guys doing, like bus technology is working on. All these things has a different slab of entity where they have some eco-friendly innovations inside them. So, for example, this Tea Guard platform, which they are using it, I find this is as an eco-friendly um, session only, where they are communicating something new to the society and for the people who are participating inside this. So it can bring some venture out of it, and as well as it can help the people who are really looking for it. The insights which you get might not be like what you're thinking, what you want to get, but it will be helpful whenever you want to. So the next one which I want to share is which problem you would solve if you have started a green venture. For example, you start a business, and which problem will you choose? So waste, water, energy, plastic, anything. I'm waiting for your answers. So which problem would you solve if you started a green venture? Maybe like a company if you're going to start, or an entrepreneur. As an entrepreneur, which company you would be starting? Okay, got a comment here. Okay. Soil and water sources and cutting trees increases pollution. Okay, I think so it is for the before question. Pollution and destroys natural air filters. I think these are the main reasons. Okay, yes. Sujit, you are very right. So cutting down of trees increases pollution and destroys natural air filters. I think these are the main reasons. Yes, these are the main reasons, and that's the reason I showed you. Uh, like this is the main reason. So do you know, like in your area, how many people are planting trees? Like you might have done it inside your house. So there are people who doesn't do it. So they should be really aware, like every house should have at least 2 or 3 trees, which is being planted. Maybe if it is not an area consumable, you can do vertical farming where they can learn, which is good for themselves and the people around them. That is how it works. Yes. Okay. Bhubalan has told waste with waste. Very good. Plastic waste, so much harmful. Okay. So, I have been inside this entrepreneurship industry for past 6 years. Okay, I have been practicing different entrepreneurship like clean tech, deep tech, and agri waste and everything. So what do I really see is there are different entrepreneurship problem statements which we have with waste management, water management, energy management, and as well as plastic management. But the thing is, anybody, if you can tell me really, if you want to really get rid of plastic waste, so what is the source or a framework which you can give um to collect the waste alone? Because if you see, you want to get rid of the plastic waste. For example, let's take the small bottles which we give for the marriage functions and other things. Okay. So if you can really collect it, okay, in a mass number, what is the framework which you would use for the collection of the uh, product? So the main thing is after getting the product, you will be able to convert it into the next product. We are aware about it and we can do it. Of course, if the plastic is being molded up into small particles and then it can be recycled into tiles and there are different materials like wooden chair, like some fabrics, like something like a byproduct we can make it. Yes, we can do that. But tell me how you can collect this waste. If anybody can tell me how you can collect this plastic waste, the collection. It is going to be on a huge number, like tons and tons, right? So if you're going to collect the waste, where you're going to store it? So if you're going to store it, how you're going to utilize it? How you're going to split it off? So there are many companies, if you see in India, they are collecting waste, okay? They are recycling it, but it is not in a whole number. If you see the census, for example, the PET bottles which we use, the one-time usage bottles. The one-time usage bottles is the usage part is around 70% of us are using the one-time usage bottle. But the recycled part is only 10%. Only the 10% of the bottle is being recycled. In the senses, like if you think like if you have many inside the company, it is like around we have plastic waste production companies, recycling companies, like around 15 to 20 companies in and around India. Okay, so I'm speaking about the huge number of plastic companies. I mean the big concerns, not the small ones, the big concerns who really working on this product. It's just 15 to 20 companies only. So tell me, so what is the method you would take to collect this waste? So because the problem here is not converting the waste into another product. The problem here is collection of waste is the product is the problem. So how are you going to solve this problem statement, like collecting the waste? So where you're going to dump it, how you're going to segregate it, and this is the main part. If anybody can tell me how you can do it, that would be great. So Bobalan, you have any idea about it? Sujit, and there was another person. What's his name? Adish. Yes. Drop off point. Okay. Can you tell me in elaborately what does it mean? Drop off? You mean you want us to collect? Okay. So there is some, for example, we have two types of bins. Like one is plastic waste, one is biodegradable, one is degradable, something like that. So you're telling me something like that, right? Ah, okay. Some specific place to drop. Okay. Okay. Like a cleanup. Okay. So the problem here is the real problem statement is why we are not able to convert the plastic is, I will tell you why. It is not the government problem or we are not the government is not taking initiative. It is like a whole huge of number where when you're trying to do this recycling, again, there is another 70% of production is being made. Okay. So again, it is going to be dumped and again, it is going to be brought into the earth. So when this is being reduced, so this can be reduced only when we, like you and me, stop to drink water in one-time plastic bottles. When we stop drinking in that, then only it would be stopped. For example, we had plastic covers before a corona period. Everybody were using plastic covers. So now it has been reduced to paper bags and paper covers. How does it happen? So once the production is stopped and then when the government put a rule like nobody uses one-time plastic, and then we got into this culture, and then we are into like plastic bags, like paper bags and paper covers. So for to take this initiative, government would need the same support from the people. So once we initiate only, we will be able to actually collect the waste or collect the plastic bottles which you're trying to take. So if you see in Europe, UK, I mean UK and US or any other country, they have a separate system for this, for collecting the waste alone. So like in Finland, they have a separate system where everybody like collect their plastic in a one single house and they come and distributed it in one single point, like as what's his name? Yeah, like Bhubalan told. Okay, we have a single point where they come and drop off the plastic waste like a like a water bottle or something. They put it inside, and they would get a token out of it where they can use it in the supermarket. So something like this. Some system should be made inside our city also. But if you see the population which we have, it is very high, and to bring out these type of system in a single structure, we have to have a bigger build of framework to run on this system alone. So if you guys really interested in waste, I think so this is a very good platform where clean tech is open for everybody with a good project value, and as well as government is seeking for many IoT and AI related projects in this waste material management. So it is not like recycling, it is just waste material management and where for the society and as well as for the government. So now itself you would have got an idea like how this entrepreneurship works. So I will tell you how this waste can be made into a money. Okay, so that would be my next concern. So how to start a green company, for example, eco-friendly companies. Okay, I've just put some random pics. Okay, where like a pen, handbag, and normal eco-friendly products which we have. Okay, so the first thing what you have to see is where we have the problem statement. So you see in your area itself. Okay, so what type of eco-friendly product will be available, and what do you like to have in your area? Okay, so something like for me in my area, I find like um, if there is eco-friendly products like the traditional honey, okay, so traditional honey, snack items, and all those things is not available inside my area. I'm in the city only, but I do see like I have to go somewhere far to get like around at least 5 to 6 kilometers out to get it. So now we have Swiggy, Zomato, Insta, and Instamart, and everywhere to get that. But I don't find that to be very organic. So how many of you will tell the same honey which we taste here, the same honey it's tasted on the forest also. It's the same. Can you guys tell me? It is packed on the same way only, like organic outside, like glass bottle, and everything is the same, like what you get from the forest only. So, but it does not say taste the same. Yes or no? Yes or no, guys? Honey or whatever products, any organic product which you take. it doesn't taste the same if you go for the real vendors or the third party or the dealers which you have in the city market doesn't taste the same. So it is because you can really say like the products when it market when it transfers it to different hands, it will be brought up to a commercialized value. Okay, so when it goes to a commercialized value, it is not fully organic. Okay, we can say it is around 60 to 70% organic, and we cannot say it's 100% organic product because we would not be able to give 100% organic product to everybody because of the population, and as well as not everybody can go and search and eat. Okay, so for example, everybody would have thought we have to use our pastes to be organic. So everybody are using pastes, right? Like Colgate and everything. Most of the things, yes, Bhubalan, you're right. So everybody thinking like you want to use organic paste. How many of you are using paste, first of all? So to brush your teeth, how many of you are using just paste? So everybody using paste? If it is paste, just put paste. Yeah, me. Okay. Anybody else? What happened to Adesh, Sujit, and other people out there? Pujita, what do you use? I mean, Pooja, sorry.
Paste, ma'am, of course.
Paste. Okay. Everybody using paste only. Okay, so nobody's using anything apart from the paste. Okay. So if you guys want to try this neem stick. Okay. So it is a very old trend only. Okay. It is cost free. It is zero waste. And as well as you can throw it in one time usage itself because I tried using it for a month and it works well. Okay. And it is very good. Um, so if you want to try it out, just give it a try for a week and see how effective it is. Okay. So because the paste which we use, it is harmful and it is chemical, but you're not able to make a change because might be you've not seen the neem tree around you or not. So you have to give a try for it. Okay. So just go and get the neem tree, just one branch is enough, and you just chop it into pieces, like 10 pieces, and you can do it for 10 days. So once you're okay with it, then you will go with that only. Okay. So that is how it works. The small change which you make will really make a bigger impact in your family itself. So that's how you make the change. Okay. So and as well as the green biz which I'm telling you. So this product, if you see, you have seen this bamboo brushes, right? Everybody would have seen the bamboo brushes. So the bamboo brushes also, the outer shell is actually wood. So it reduces plastic. Okay, that is fine. And what about the lentils which is in the bamboo? So the brush. So it is of a kind of silicone only, a plastic, which is not highly harmful, but it is harmful only. Okay. So, but if you see the normal plastic brush which you use, it is harmful in if you use for another month, it will be harmful. So if you're using this, it will be harmful after 2 months. That's it. So that doesn't make a big change at all. Okay. So the thing is like if you're going to go eco-friendly, you have to try to do it for yourself, and so then you will be able to sell the product to the others. Unless and until you feel it and you explore it, you will not be able to give to the other. So first you have to see the local where you have the society in and out, how it works, and then get the solution for it, and then ask your neighbor a comment or anything. Of course, the neighbors would not going to tell you a good comment, but that feedback would be really helpful for you to get into the next. Okay, and then you have to scale slowly and then bring a sustainable product into the market. Do the market survey. If it is clickable inside your area alone, of course, you can go to the city and sell it out. So that is really happening. Okay. And if you see, like, there are many eco-friendly businesses. Like, have you guys heard about palayasuru.com? Palayasuru.com? You know Palayasuru, right? Yes or no? Everybody know about Palayasuru? Yes or no, guys? Okay. Anybody does not know? No. So Sudeep does not know about Palayasur. Okay. So you know the rice which we have it in the afternoon, we just put water inside it and leave it for a day of period, like the next morning which we have it, that is called as Palayasur. Okay. Yes. Anybody does not know what is a Palayasur? Okay, so if you want, you can just go and check this, okay, palayasoru.com. Okay, so that's a website where they sell just Palayasoru. Okay, so that is, it does not have any making at all. Okay, okay, Bhubalan knows it. Oh, great. So you know that, maybe I can show it here itself. You can see my screen, right? Yes, guys?
Yes, ma'am. It's
Okay, what happened? Mm, Okay, so you just search this Palayasoru. Okay, so there are many key benefits. Okay, which we had in our life. Okay, so in our past, ancestors would have had it, our mother and father would have had it, but we are not having it. So this Palayasoru is actually a real business. So he had made this business into $1 million business actually. So this person who got this palayasoru.com, he is
ma'am,
running this business for
ma'am,
past
are you
two.
sharing the screen, ma'am?
Yes.
Your post
Yeah.
PPT is only visible, ma'am.
You're not able to see?
No, ma'am.
Oh, okay, fine. Okay, fine, fine. I think so. I have shared only that screen. Okay, no problem. So you can just check on your website, okay, palayasoru.com. Okay, so in this palayasoru.com, you would be able to see how this palayasoru has made as a product. Okay, so palayasoru is nothing but you keep the rice like that itself, pour some water, and the next day it is fermented, and you can have a good, rich food out of it, but with a few onions and a few chilies and everything. So he is selling this product, just a cup of it, okay, just like a juice. You put some more inside it and you drink it. Okay, it is good for your health. You can have it on your rainy day, on your summer day, or whatever day it is. You can have it. It doesn't harm you by any means. Okay, so you can have this, and this is a business model where one cup of palai soru would cost you just 20 rupees. Okay, so where they give you all type of side dish and everything and all. So 20 rupees model, and every day he is selling out this for 3,500 to 4,000 rupees. Okay, in one branch. So just imagine if he's having 10 branch, what would be his take home for per day alone? Okay, so if everybody are looking for an eco-friendly product, so that is where you can really blend money on. Okay, it is just a 20 rupees. Okay, so if you're going to have a burger or a pizza, it is going to cost you 100 to one, maybe 200 rupees. Okay, if you're going to have a biryani, it is going to have you 150 rupees. But if you think this padai sori, you cannot have it every day, of course. You can have a treat and everything, but so this is a health benefit where you can have every day, and it will give you health benefits also. And the main market what he has made is he has got a different type of rice which gives more protein rich minerals to your body. So that is his market value, and that is how he has marketed his product also. So he has a branch in Chennai, he has a branch in Coimbatore, and he is planning to put a different products into it, eco-friendly products into it. Okay, so this is how you can really make money. So just comment or put a text message and tell me. So would you pay more for a sustainable product? For example, as I told, this Palesor is 20 rupees. If they are going to give it for 100 rupees, will you buy it? Maybe not a cup, maybe like a bottle. Bottle is 100 rupees. Will you buy it? So I just wanted to know how sustainable you guys are looking for. Yes. Only Bhubalan has an answer. Anybody else? Maybe, ma'am, but till we will consider the. Okay, we will consider the. What is that? RT? Oh, still we'll consider that, right? Okay. Oh, rate. Correct. Still we'll consider the rate. So maybe like whatever, like however it is very good. For example, as Sujit said, if it's a pizza, if it's a burger, okay. So if you're going to give it for 100 rupees or 200 rupees, you're not going to question it. But if you're giving a sustainable product for 100 rupees, of course you will check the rate. Yes. So that is how it is. So whenever you're running a business, rate matters and the value of the money matters when you sell the product. Okay. So he is giving this 20 rupees product with the cup, which is an eco-friendly cup, which is made up of mud pot. Okay. So it is use and throw. So again, if you use and throw that mud pot also, it is not going to harm the earth or it is not going to harm anywhere else. Okay, it is can be again wasted and it is not going to harm like a plastic product. It is not a plastic dabba they are going to use. Okay, so it is good only. So something when you're going on a sustainable product, you have to look at everything. Like everything is eco-friendly and everything is brought out in an easy manner, and it is shown and decomposed in a right manner. So that's how you can really manage the waste. That is how it works. Okay. So this is how the green can be made as gold. And thank you for the wonderful session. I think so. I have taken the session well, and it's been 5-3. Okay. So Pujita, is it all? Like I have taken more time or what? Puja, sorry.
No, ma'am. It's okay, ma'am. It was nice, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you,
And
ma'am.
so this is my contact number. I have just put my contact number in case if you guys wanted to have a separate discussion on entrepreneurship and how the entrepreneurship works. And if you're looking for any technology related support or anything, you can just contact me. So since I work under incubation center for startups alone, and we would be able to help you out in technology, mentoring, and giving you a good network in industry connects and the collaboration through the government, and we can help you in funding opportunities also for your business. So this is my job, and we are doing it with our central government Department of Science and Technology. And in case if you had any support regarding a business, your project or anything, you can let us know. Okay. So that is all, Pooja.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank
Thank
you.
you, thank you all for joining us for today's webinar, and we truly appreciate your time and interest. I especially thank you, Suganya Gladys ma'am, for sharing her valuable thoughts and inspiring us with her experience and energy. Thank you all for organizing. Thank you all. Thanks all for coming and joining for this wonderful session. And let's carry forward the new ideas and let's learn today and work together for the greener and better future. Thank you once again and have a great evening.
Thank you all. Thank you. Thank you for the management, and thank you, Pooja, for the wonderful session. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Okay, if you guys have no doubts or any queries, we can wind up the session. Thank you all.